Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Now at 5 a.m., UK players involved in a BB gun incident on UK's campus have now been officially charged.
Allison Lundergan-Grime makes a stop here in Lexington.
And 2 teenagers arrested this morning after breaking into a business in Lexington. Those stories and more and breaking news as it happens coming up on WKYT This Morning. It's Friday. Good morning and welcome aboard. So good to have you with us as we roll toward the weekend and opening day at Keeneland. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Also, Kentucky taking on South Carolina.
It's a big game tomorrow. It's going to be chilly for that, it sounds like. Pretty dramatic changes coming in our weather. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. He's at our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Looking outside, we actually have things going on during the morning. It's not your calm, quiet start that we have seen the past 16 days straight, it seems like. So First Alert Defender Live radar, we see some light showers to the east, but really we're going to be paying attention to this batch of rain that's going to be moving toward the northeast. Good news is it's breaking apart, and always when it breaks apart, that means it's falling apart. So there's some good news for you. So we'll be tracking that and see how it turns out here in the next couple of hours. Expect some heavy rain there in the western zones throughout the next hour. 72 degrees in Danville. If you look toward today's forecast, we're at 72. Not rising that much, even some temperatures dropping throughout the day over in the western zones. Showers and storms, though, they'll be on and off, and I'll really break down that forecast for you hour by hour coming up.
Micah, we thank you, and let's get to the news this morning.
School assessment results are officially in for schools across the Commonwealth.
And leaders in the Fayette County public school system talked with WKYT News about what's ahead for the schools here. Of the 51 Fayette County public schools, 13 were classified as distinguished, 9 received proficient ratings, and 29 schools were deemed as schools that need improvement. But overall, Superintendent Dr. Tom Shelton says 2/3 of schools in the district scored higher than last year. Scapa, Veterans Park Elementary, Picadome Elementary, and Rosa Parks Elementary outscored 99% of all schools in Kentucky. New this morning, 2 teenagers were arrested in Lexington after police say they tried to steal car keys. Lexington police say they arrested 2 14-year-olds after they were caught at Enterprise Rentals off New Circle Road with some car keys. They are now charged with burglary. Police say they got there to find that the security guard at the nearby Rod Hatfield Chevrolet was yelling, and one of the kids was trying to hide in the car dealership. Police arrested him. They've been looking for the other teen. They quickly then found him. Police say one of the teens also had a stolen gun, so they gave him an extra charge of possession of a stolen weapon.
Police need help finding a person of interest in a Fleming County murder case. State police looking for 37-year-old Kevin Howard of Owingsville. Police found the remains of the victim in the Grange City area Wednesday. State police are already arrested 55-year-old Charles Black in the case. He's been charged with murder, evidence tampering, and theft. Police are not identifying the victim just yet.
A Knox County man is facing multiple charges after police say he led them on a chase on a stolen ATV. According to our news partners at the Lexington Herald-Leader, 27-year-old Alan Miller of Knox County led police on a chase after being stopped at a traffic safety checkpoint. State police say they were investigating a report about a car hauler being stolen from a home in Bimble. So they set up a traffic safety checkpoint nearby. Soon, a man who matched the description of the suspect involved in that theft drove up in an ATV and then sped away. Police later found the ATV and then Miller. He apparently admits to stealing the car hauler and is now in jail.
Well, 4 UK football players now face charges for a BB and pellet gun scare on campus. Freshmen Stanley Williams, Tamir Dubose, Dorian Baker, and Drew Barker have all been cited for misdemeanor disorderly conduct. All 4 players are also not allowed to play in the Saturday's game. According to court documents, the 4 were playing a game they call Manhunt in the middle of campus. Police say shots were fired from the BB and pellet guns, sparking a campus alert. 3 other people also face charges in connection with the case. Well, criminal abuse charges have been dropped against a Lexington daycare owner. In June, an employee accused Safola Marks of giving a child a friction burn on his arm and bending his arms and fingers back to cause pain. Marks owns the Children's Treehouse of Knowledge. Prosecutors dropped charges Thursday after failing to find evidence to back up the claims. Marks' attorney said the employee who made the claims quit her job the day they were made.
WKYT Morning News Time coming up on 5:05 after a lawsuit from her challenger. Incumbent Lexington Councilwoman Siobhan Akers will be in court today. Her challenger, Michael Stewart, filed a lawsuit back on September 5th. He says Akers didn't have the required 100 signatures of people living in her district to have access to the ballot. In addition, he says Akers doesn't meet residential requirements to run for re-election. This comes ahead of the November 4th election. Her hearing again is set for this afternoon. Democrat Allison Lundergan Grimes made a campaign stop in Lexington. She spoke at an event organized by Nuns on the Bus at the Fayette County Courthouse Plaza. Grimes says she would support a minimum wage increase if she's elected. And she talked to us about U.S. Senator Mitch McConnell's efforts to connect her to President Obama, who is not popular in Kentucky.
Kentuckians know that I'm an independent thinker that stands for putting the people of Kentucky instead of partisan politics first.
The results of the next WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll will be released on Monday night at 6. Of course, she is facing the incumbent Republican Mitch McConnell in the election, and last night he had former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney in town for a fundraiser for that event. So the campaign is rolling on.
Picking up another endorsement from him. Well, it is that time of year again. Keeneland's Fall Meet kicks off today.
And you can enjoy the Keeneland festivities until October 25th. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel is live from Keeneland. Whitney, what's the atmosphere like over there this morning? A little windy, I can see that for sure. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, opening day of this year's Fall Meet is, of course, today, and we're told that trainers are going to soon be out here with the horses in about a half hour from now, and you're going to notice a couple of changes this year. You can see there's a new dirt track, which has replaced a synthetic poly track that's been used since 2006. Also, for the first time in history, Keeneland will offer its first $1 million race, the Shadwell Turf Mile, and that's actually happening tomorrow as part of Fall Stars Weekend. Every Saturday this month, activities here will start at 7 in the morning. Of course, there's also tailgating on the hill, and betologists will also be around to help. Here are some quick facts that you're going to need to know. Gates will open at 11 o'clock each morning. Post time is at 1:05. There's no racing on Mondays and Tuesdays. Admission is $5, but children 12 and under are free. This year's Fall Meet runs through October 25th. And one concern on this opening day is the chance of rain. But as Micah mentioned earlier, the heaviest rain is expected this morning with spotty showers this afternoon. Racing is rarely canceled because of rain, but sometimes races are delayed to let bad weather pass through. So, of course, we have all of this information that you'll need to know about this year's Fall Meet on our website, WKYT.com. Live at Keeneland, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.